They're all like, what in God's green earth has just been born in here? Yeah. Started cleaning up in here. It's been raining off and on the last little while. I was gonna go out fencing, but I don't fancy getting soaked and it's cold, so don't need to go getting sick because there's a lot of that cold and flu going around. So figured I would start this because this is all sloppy in here. And those eagle-eyed will go, oh, look, I got a new cow and baby. No. We have a cow and twins that was in here, that was in there, is now back in here. Why? It's a good question. Because of those two poor wee souls with the white faces. And then that little robber person right there, the white face. They were robbing this poor girl blind because she's trying to look after twins. Not just that, but then Butterball, wherever she is, started jumping on her. So scared the twins are going to get hurt and the twins were going to start to miss out on some meals. So the nice thing is now that there's only 6 in here, we can put mom and babies in here with these guys and they can stay here till the babies get a bit stronger. Hi Deadpool. Hey buddy. Hi. I know, you're just cute. You're just a cute guy. I know. You're a little bit of the problem, but it's your sister and her best buddy there, Bebop. They're the ones that are terrorizing this poor girl. They definitely weren't helping. Yeah. I feel bad for you. Big issue was, he was taking a bottle with Bebop until she went out, and then he started coming off the bottle. So either he's getting a lot from her or he's stealing from somebody else who was feeding her and Bebop. So either way, she has to be in here with her babies. Now, not in here. They will get let out into the population here. I just wanted to get rid of that sloppy stuff because I don't want these babies getting into any kind of puddly water while the weather's a bit up and downy. But, so yeah. So, between fencing and then piling, that's big protocol. Because I almost got stuck here with the old John Deere and the build processor. I did get the John Deere stuck in the big faraway pen. Lucky enough I could drop the bale off the forks and wangle my way out and managed to get myself out. But because yeah, this bedding is just absolutely soaked now. It was wet before, well, it's soaked now. So that's one of the jobs where between fencing I can be doing this when it's pouring. So that's where I'm at. Let's get on. Well, 18 hours have passed since the last part of the video. You saw me coming through this part at the end of the last clip, and you saw me cleaning that out. Yeah, we are past 2 inches of rain. And this tractor's doing my head in. And we have a new baby. Royalty calved. Mrs. Piper Doug's very happy. That's JJ. That is the last offspring of our Jet. So she had a girl, a spicy girl. JJ was up getting food at the bale feeder and I went and stood the baby up It made that horrible bellow noise that calves make, and then it turned and charged me, which is hilarious in its own right. But yeah, so we're almost at 80, slow and steady. We're so far behind this year, and we just found out there feeding in the pasture, there's a whole bunch of calves with scours now. Thanks, Mother Nature. Cold and wet, windy. Now got a whole bunch of sick calves, so that's awesome. Tell you, days like this, you could pack her in. Everything you do to keep them healthy and happy and all the rest of it, Mother Nature just goes, hey, no, hold my beer. Yeah, or pond water. That was a 4 glow plug start. So, she has access to come out, but she's not coming out. Just so you know, right now, they say it's a wind chill of -9. My Lone Star. Next one to calve. Yeah, we've had a lot of moisture. Pair of drains barely keeping up. I think the lagoon's full now. What a mess. Any of y'all who are still looking for moisture, quit it. It's all coming here. Check your address. Oh, what a mess. Just pouring from one to the next. Golly. Pan number 2, cleaned. So yeah, at this point, this is all we do. Down here on the flat, where it's kind of punched a bit, we clean it out. That way that around the drain, this stuff can drain away, and then it'll leave the bed pack up there to drain. So fingers crossed this will buy us a bit of time until they go out to the pasture, because at some point it will get warm and it will get dry again. Apparently candy gives it seal of approval. So yeah, just all the stuff that was waterlogged, we just pile it up as close as we can to where it's going to go. So that one's good enough, it's draining. Now to go to the big one. Now that's it gone. So yeah, this is what we now look like. So, we start the big ridge right down the middle of the pen. So this stuff will get piled to there. And then we'll probably pull around the drain which is over there and leave that pad and that pad for these guys left to calve on. But we need to get all these puddles out of the way so we don't have any accidents with newborns, which has happened. So, get piling.
Feeding time at the zoo. As you can see, it's a muddy mess.
He'll do about 30 seconds, then he'll be done.
Got to help her out this weekend. Hey, buddy.
yard was going so well, drying up nicely, and now we're absolutely flooded. Mother Nature, you take the fun right out of this job, sweetie. So yeah, I'm looking at least half a dozen calves with a good dose of scours. A couple I've had to give strong medication to because they're pretty hurting. One of them's laying up there with her mum. So, oh yeah, bedded the ever-loving crap out of here because it's just an absolute mud hole where the bale feeders were. I don't know why they still want to lay up there, but we have the bale feeders out there onto a high spot, so hopefully they stay out there now, away from all these getters. Maybe that give the calves a chance to get over this chill and bugs, because this cold and wet, it's knocked them for a loop. Yeah, Mother Nature, you done a good one. This is all nice and dry. Yep. Bah, humbug, listen to me, old sucky pants. That's the crappy part. You think you get them out onto the grass and you're doing well, and then you get a cold, like -9 wind chill factor yesterday, and the calves are wet because it was raining at -9 wind chill. So we're watching calves closely because they're all hurting. A lot of them are very like shivery, but fingers crossed.
To get your hair.
Yeah.
No more rain, but just mucky and muddy and gross. Right, Piper Doug?
Yeah, Mother Nature. Finishing off. Yep, my kill button fix is still working pretty good. Oh, so we got JJ over there with her baby somewhere. So we've started into these pens, but as you can see, it's like a big sopping tea bag now. So I want to get all the soaking bedding piled up so it drains out and we can get the water to drain away as much as we can. This pen here doesn't need to be here anymore, so we can pile the whole thing. But it was terribly waterlogged around here, so we don't want any babies getting into this. But JJ and her baby won't be in here for very long. Now they do have food and fresh bedding, but hoping they'll only be in here for a day or two. Oh yeah, sadly this episode is just crappy. The best way to put it. Oh golly gosh, where is the little baby? Hiding somewhere. It's an energetic little thing. I don't know where it went to. Hey Miss J, where's your baby? Where did you put it? It's around the corner? Yeah. I don't want to go disturb her because she's a bit of a Fruit Looper. Right there. Hey Miss J. Oh, you knocked some of my boards down. Hey darling. Hey baby girl. She is a pet, but she's out of sorts. See? I didn't eat it. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. Well, folks, we come to the end of another episode. And yeah, sorry it's not the best episode of Old Piper Doug. Just stuff has kind of just gone sideways. Yeah, we are watching all babies very closely. We currently have 6 sick babies. We've got our latest baby, mama and baby. Oh, there's mama. Where's your baby? Where are you? Keep hiding, you kid. Honest to gosh. Oh, she obviously knows where it is. So yeah, and big shout out to Brandon over at BCP Farm and Trucking. I was picking his brain on Messenger tonight because we have the pills that we use for scours, normal scours, and I have a bunch of different medications that I keep on hand, and I know him and CP have had good luck with calf health. And what a lot of folks won't know about Old Piper Doug here is, and this may sound very odd, I'm not a beef farmer. I am one now, but I wasn't born one. We took up beef farming in 2001. I was born in 1972. Yeah, I know that sounds like ages ago. And until 1995, I was a dairy farmer. We milked pedigree Holstein cows. And we sold the dairy farm and we moved to Canada. And from 1995 till 2001, we solely grain farmed. So we took up grain farming in 1995. And we did that until 2021. Until the family retired. And just due to restructuring, sold the grain farm interest off completely. And we are solely just beef farming now with hay. So I'm still learning, still picking up stuff as I go, and it's one of these things when you know somebody that have success with certain things, you ask them their advice, and that's what I do. So going back 15 odd years, even closer, maybe more than that, we calved out somebody else's cows in this yard, and it was probably one of the worst things we ever did, because this yard didn't have cows in it until we developed this yard. So there was no pathogens in this yard. And then after 15 years ago, the scours in this yard just progressively got worse. Coccidiosis came really hard. We've had some terrible years dealing with scours and coccidiosis. We also ended up dealing with wooden tongue right after that. So yeah, that was one of the worst things we ever did, was bringing those other animals into this yard. It's been an uphill battle ever since, so whenever I can get advice from somebody else, I will. This girl here is really close to calving, so there's one up there. We're hoping to break 80 here in the next day or two. We're one shy of 80 right now. Sorry for snipping, it's -1 right now. That's right, you heard me correctly. It is currently 2 degrees. Oh, there's the baby. Just see it right up in the corner of the structure over there. Yeah, it is cold. After being 40 degrees, it's nuts. So yeah, getting these pens piled so we can drain all of this slop, because it's just horrendous. It's not supposed to heat up dramatically right away, but it will eventually heat up. What are you doing, Sparkles? You ready to go? I don't know what your pal's doing up there with her tail up a little bit. Well, fingers crossed, get some new babies on the ground and get them out onto the grass as quick as possible. We got a lot of animals still to go, but in the same essence, checking my calendars, that was us just at the end of that heat wave last year. It was 33, I think, for almost a week. Oh. So yeah, like I said, I know, like 2000, that's 24 years I've been beef farming, but I was also grain farming and learning this as I went. So you're never too old to learn new tricks, any tips and tricks somebody else has. Yeah, I can see the baby right up there, past mama. Hey JJ. Funny wee cab though. It rammed me. Yeah, how do you like this? Completely blowed out. Almost got the tractor and bale processor stuck in there. Almost tipped over. Went down into that hole and up onto that, so it tipped the tractor sideways. The orange tractor is acting like a complete and utter piece of poop right now. Just today, this afternoon, putting bales out, broke down 5 times, run out of fuel. It just keeps airlocking. So I think it's a cutoff switch on the injection pump. I messaged Chris up at Shoal Lake and he won't reply to my text anymore. I don't know what's going on, but getting pretty sick and effing tired of that. Trying to get a hold of Guy Pounder. He's farming right now and he couldn't tell me whether the adapter's in for that tractor yet, so we can start using it instead of that piece of nonsense. I got to put that bale spike on that Easy On, because that Easy On does not have a quick adapter on it. So hoping, well, it's long weekend, so we won't know till Tuesday. So happy Victoria Day to all the Canadians out there. You'll be watching this on Sunday-ish. Val's mum is coming out. You'll have seen in this episode Christina's already home. So we were hoping to have a cookout on the fire Sunday or Monday. Hopefully it's warm enough. And try and get ahead of these sick babies, because I don't want to lose any more babies. We've lost enough animals this year. I know we always do. You're gonna lose them, but just gotta get over this slump. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and I really do hope you all come back and visit. It's not always this dour, as they say in Scotland, glum. Yeah, hopefully start drying out. I know there is more rain in the forecast, but hopefully no more cold rain, because rain with a wind chill of -9. That's as bad as it gets. I've never seen that before. Yeah, you'd think at -9 it'd be snow. Nope, it was still rain. So, we'll see you in the next video, everybody. Hopefully. Tatty bye. Maybe someday we'll get that fired up when it warms up.